Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm extremely flustered now because I've been trying to make this video for a while in very difficult circumstances. Okay, now if I don't push my head underneath it or show everybody my toes or everything else while I'm trying to do this, this is my latest journal and it'll be on sale on my Etsy store later on today. I hope to get it up there. I'm very flustered with it though, so maybe I won't make it. Now I've covered it with this really nice furnishing fabric that I got the other day. Really nice piece, isn't it? It's beautiful, I love it. And it was just there for this book. I've got it shut with a piece of seam binding and it's got little beads on the end there. I haven't actually finished, I'm telling little fibbies. I haven't got anything on here yet. I went to make the thing to hang on there and thought if I have to fiddle around with that for another hour, or it won't take me that long, but you know what I mean, I won't get anything done. So I decided that I would put this, I've got an earring, that's a little earring in there, okay, and that's what that is, and it's going to have things hanging, dangling down on it. I will put a eyelet in there as well before I finish that off. This is a piece of a machine embroidered doily, and this piece here is a hand embroidered doily. I really love the both of them, so I put them on a little bit of lace, and that's all I've got on there, right? So this goes over onto the first page. Now the first page is, I've got to be careful. Last time I hit the tripod and the camera fell down and smacked me in the face. My fault. Okay, so this is the inside of the page, the first one, and it is just, it's got fabric on it and a nice piece of lace there as a good, to make it nice and secure. There's a piece of, we've got so much stuff in this. There's very solid, good. Each page is like I've got either fabric or another piece of paper on every piece of paper to make every one of these pages is very sturdy, okay? And so is the cover, because I, just wanted to make it that way. Righto. Now this is a piece of pattern paper there, and it has a piece of lace on it. A nice picture I have out of a book that I've got, and this is a piece of paper that you can journal on, and I've just added a piece of washi tape to that. And I've got down the bottom a piece of embroidered doily that I just cut off that. Now the piece of material that I put on the fabric, I should say, that I put on the other side here, come out past here, and I thought, well, that's okay because because some of them are not the right size, so I left it there. I left it out there, so I thought it looked good as a trim anyway. So this is the next page. In it is a glassine bag, and there's some lace down there. This is a picture of a little girl that I got out of this book here that I have, and it's got nothing in it now because I've tore them all out, but I've not actually used them yet. So that's what that one is. And I have little, I've got one in here. I've probably got more, and that's just a, for journaling on. You can put anything down in there that you want to, because you need a bit of space. Now these little envelopes are really cool. They're actually not, they're actually not into envelopes. You can open them out like so, and in there you put your little writing, whatever you want to write, and then you close it back up, okay, like this. I bought them, or somebody sent me them, I can't remember, and they sort of come like a little pad, of envelopes, and you just tear one off and use it. And this is a paper clip that I made of a mushroom, okay? I just added a little cut-out flower on those ones there. This side here, I have a piece of rickrack, and it's bright yellow, and I have some mother of pearl buttons on here, and another really old button on my tea bag. In the tea bag there is two things. I'm just going to get hold of this one. Come on. I do like using a bit of just a bit of recycling. So I put a piece of cross stitch with a lined side, so you can do a bit of writing on that if you like. You can also journal on this part here with this ledger paper, whatever that's called. It's called a bit of washi tape and a piece of fabric trimmed down there. I really like that fabric. It's really pretty. It has stripes, as you would see. This has got a piece of, this is my little what do you call that, envelope. And then I put a little bulb pin on there and stuck that in there so it wouldn't go away. A little bird on a piece of text paper and a bit of stamping down the bottom, and there's lace around the edge of that. On here I have a little owl, and he is on there with, is he a paper clip? No, he's on a bulb pin, and he's sitting under the paper clip because there's a tag in there, and there's another tag, and there is a nice piece of a little dress that I found, and there's a little flower, and this is a nice piece of paper, and these are trimmed with lace around either side. There is another paper clip that I did. Love my paper clips. And this is an envelope that opens out, and in there's a little booklet that you can write on, and of course there's lined page there that you can write on that. On this side here, this just is the piece that comes around from there, so I just put a bit of a flower. I didn't use it as a tuck spot because this is where you can put something underneath. And you can put something fairly solid under there, there's plenty of room. And this one here is a really lovely tag that I printed off. Did I get that off the public domain? I think I did. I got some really nice pictures off there. And this one here, I made a bit of mess on it so it looked like it was a little tiny bit old. Some of the things can look old because, you know what, eventually hopefully your book will get old and it'll look really cool, won't it? You know, after you've been using it for a while. I don't think it needs to. Anyway, the nice paper that I've used is stripes and squares as a general one, and then I've got a flower up there, and I've got another page here which you can write on, and there's washi tape top and bottom. This is a secret pocket here in the flower, so I just put this little ticket in there. You can find that there's a secret pocket, and there's different bits of everything built up there. There's another paper clip here, and it's got a little pin on it with some little dangly bits. Here is some really pretty birds, love birds, and some houses, love houses too. And this has got a little tiny card in there you can do something with if you wanted to. And so that is a very sturdy page. I've got lots of stuff on that page. This is another envelope thing that I do love, these envelope flippy-do things, whatever they are. And it's got a tag in there, and I wrote I didn't write pocket, I put pocket on that. I stamped a bit, and then there's a flower, and here is two little birds in a little tiny envelope. You may have seen this one way back. It was when I first started the book. I put that in there. The mushroom, the text paper, and something for you to colour in. This side here, I have an envelope here. Pretty, isn't it? And you can either use it to put something in and then stick it in the pocket, or just use that pocket. This one here's got a little bee on this little thing that I've tucked on there. It's more lines you to write on. And here's another one of these band things, and it's got that's actually stuck under there, so you can write on there if you wanted to. These here birdies are out of a book I found, and there's two tags in there, washi tape, bit of lace around the outside. This one here hasn't got anything in it. It's one of those envelopes, packets that, you know, they have the sides gusset in there so you can, it comes open really good. And I've just put a button on top, a brad inside a button on top of the thing, so I can be piece of string around there, and that'll stay closed. You can put your goodies in there, okay? So under this one here, I have got a card with an absolutely gorgeous mouse on there doing a bit of tightrope walking, and it says happy birthday, so you can either keep it for yourself or give it to somebody. And there's another one of these journaling spots on the cross-stitch piece, and that's all in there with a paper clip, sort of, so it'll stay in place, but I'll sort that out later. Okay, the little paper clip I did with a little girl sitting on a chair, or a little doll, don't know which it is that. Anyway, so that's got all lace underneath that bit. It's a full piece covered with lace. This side we have pussycats on the card, and you flip that out and there's a writing space. You can actually put something on here for yourself. Look at that, I left you some space. How's that? Let me put some pictures. This is the centre of the signature. And I really did like this little book that I got. So on the little book I put pictures of these little girls, and this is the inside of the little book, and it's about friendship. A friend is someone who likes you, and Christmas is a time for giving. Yeah. Okay, so all through the little book. So I kept these two little pages like this, so you could see the little pictures and read whatever it was that was on there. Okay. This one here is just part of an envelope, and in here there's a card, and it doesn't have anything on it. It's a blank one. And then there is I got these UNICEF cards from our second-hand shop, and I've just made that look a little bit oldish looking and put it in there. This is a UNICEF, and I got it from our gift, like our second-hand place, because they had a whole heap of cards. Recycling, that's what this is, recycling, and using up my bits and pieces, because I do love to I do love a big variety of things. I'm not a, oh dear, I've got to put it back in there without ruining the whole business, don't I? It always comes out really easy, don't they? So there you go, that was that one. And there's a little piece of my, what's this? Snippety bit I made with a bit of stamp on it, okay. So over this page here I have another little tiny envelope. It is actually a paper clip. It's sitting on there. You don't have to leave it on there because I have two pockets in there, and I've just set that in top of the pocket just as a thing, you know. I wanted to sit it in here, and you can't really put it up the top because it sticks out over the top of the page, and I wasn't really a fan of that, so I wanted to put this in here without wrecking the whole thing. And then there's a little bear on there, and there's also another little ticket in the pocket, okay. And then there's a nice piece of lace, there's the word beautiful underneath there, and there's a piece of embroidered fabric, and it's got a little pin in there, a little bulb pin. This is a doily and a flower, and there's a piece of fabric there. There's fabric up here and washi tape, and then I've got two tags in the inside, one with a piece of and then one without. Okay, so there's another page, and there's a bee on there. Now I never left this as a flip because I was thinking about it, but I didn't, because there's a piece of glue under there, so when you go to lift that up, just be careful because that's not going to come unstuck, I don't think. And I just wrote family, put some little pin and a little flower and a button. This one here now, this is a non-disclaimer for me because I did a magnet. Now I stuck it underneath a bit of sticky thing, a little tiny magnet, just for a practice to make a closure, and I did it, it worked. Because I made this envelope, I didn't actually make the envelope, I got the envelope and I changed the colours of the envelope. Because was it this colour? I think it was blue. I put a nice piece of scrapbooking paper in there, got these nice, I love that there butterfly thingy, I do love that butterfly picture. I put these tags in, okay. I cut out this butterfly and this butterfly and put them on there because I do love them. I do a bit of work on these. There's not a lot of ink or anything on them, but there's a lot of, you know, different bits. And I've got a little. Is that cool? Next time I'm going to try a bit harder to do that better than that. Okay, so then we've got this one. Now this one here is made out of a piece of wrapping paper, and I've actually got 3 tucks, I think. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that neat? And it's easy to do. But I made it out of a piece of wrapping paper, and it's a vintage wrapping paper. It's a very old piece of wrapping paper. Okay, and then there's, of course, the paper that I used for the background on both those. Look at that. Hang on, yes. See, that's a really thick page too. Another butterfly that I cut out. This is a piece of a card. Now, I really like the picture of the little girl, and she's looking at a little possum. I know that's not cut straight, but to get the possum in, the thing that was above this, I think, was actually the words about the card. And I didn't want to leave that on there, so I cut that off like I did. And it doesn't matter, does it? And I've got a little button thing there. Doesn't matter if it's crooked a little bit. I needed to have a look, and she's looking at the butterfly and the thing, and it's a nice little picture that's off a card. It is a card, you know what I mean? This one here is a bag that I was gifted with something in it, and there's a piece of graphic 45 for September, a little bird on there, piece of fabric here for a tuck spot, and I've got 2 pieces of taggy things in there, and a butterfly. This one here's got a little envelopey thing like I made with a little bee on there, and this is actually wallpaper. I did not take the sticky off the back of it, I just left it on there so I could use it as a tuck spot. And then I've got this paper clip, and it's got a little foot on there. Look at that, little foot Brad. Love that little foot Brad, I think that's cool. And I did cut out this little butterfly and put him on. Spare page, look at that. And isn't it nice? It's made from one of those, it's off a piece of seersucker old tablecloth, and it was, because it nearly fell apart. I didn't say that, but it wasn't, it's not too bad. And I'll put a little ticket up there so you can put something on there yourself or whatever you want to do with that. Now this one here has got really nice, I do like all of these things, but I love this picture. I printed that off, I think I got that off the public domain as well. I got this little bit stamped. I've got a little lady with wings like a lady butterfly. I have got an envelope here, which I sewed up there by hand. I got some little tickets and I made a little tuck spot from, this is the flap of the envelope here, see? Like that, it's closed up, and I just put, that's a tuck spot, okay? This one here is really pretty. I do like all the pages, every page. This has got another one of those little flippy out opening things, and it goes in there like so, and I'll put a little bird up in here. And I love this piece of paper, and it's got from somewhere for you to write. Here's another piece. This has got mushrooms on my washi tape, isn't it nice? And this is another piece of graphic 45 paper, and it's got, because I have to use this, I can't keep it forever, it's just not going to be an issue, it's going to be bad. So under there's a bear sticker, looking, and there's, I'll fold it up a bit crooked, but you know what, it's all in the plan. It's all in the plan, and it looks really cool. And you just tie that up like so, and keep whatever you want put in there, because there's enough room to put something in there, because that's a very solid piece of paper, and it'll hang on to things. And there's another one of those pins. I put a bit of a colouring in there, and I've actually put another piece with the picture on it of the daffodil, so if you wanted to do a daffodil, you know, you could do that. You could colour that in the colours that I've done. I've left that there. And I just got a little paper clip with some bits on it. Piece of music paper that I distressed the edges, and then I printed out this button card and just put that on there, and you can write on that. I thought, that's an idea. Then I cut out these butterflies. I like these butterflies. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, and each one I just put a tiny little ticket in there so you can see that that's what they are, like as tuck spots, little tuck spots. And then I put little mushrooms off the washi tape around the outside. There's another piece of paper to journal on. I'm getting tired from talking about all this. Now there's mushrooms up the side of there. There's a little house, a fair size house tuck spot, so you can put lots of different things in that, you know, bigger stuff, because it goes right down to there. And I've just got this little tiny bit that I've printed off. But if I put too much stuff in here, you're not going to be able to use it. So these lines have actually gone this way now, and there's birds on a wire, little birds going down there. Look at that, see, on that piece of paper. And this one here is a piece of fabric. It's got bits in the inside. There's washi tape down the inside of that there. These nice pieces. That one I printed off. That one I made with a little bit of stamping on it. And this one here is a bought one. And there's a pocket that I stitched across the top there to sit on that, so you can put bits and pieces in. And this is the last page, and this says, if you stay focused on yourself, you are guaranteed to be miserable. How's that? I know, but I thought that was a good thing. because you do know some people are like that. And, you know, they're not very happy, are they? And it's a shame. So here you go. This is another place to journal, and another little bit of a book in there, and then the back's just left like that, and I put my stamp on there, and that's the last page, and that just all fits all in there just nicely. And I will put a lovely beaded dangly thing off the back of it, and it will be in my Etsy shop. Probably not today, because I won't have time to do it today. I've got to take photos of every page and that, and I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'll put a piece of felt across here. Just trying to make a full size thingy. But anyway, so there's my journal, and I'll be coming back on here to show you how to make the little one later on. So thank you everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.